Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you wherever you are in the world. Welcome to my channel. My name is Meg. Today is Friday and I thought I would take you guys with me on, I'm going on a yoga workshop. It's tonight and Saturday and then Sunday. I don't know how much I'm going to record or be able to record of the actual workshop, but I thought I could kind of take you guys with me. You can kind of see what it's like to go on a yoga workshop. This workshop starts tonight at 6 o'clock, and I won't lie, I'm actually running behind. I was doing my tax return this morning and filling in all of my self-assessment and everything, and it took so long. So yeah, I've still got to pack. Obviously I need to finish putting my makeup on and yeah, get everything ready, and then I've got to drive down. It's going to take me about an hour and a half to get there. I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be beginner friendly workshop. It's not going to be a really difficult one from what I'm gathering. It's called Align and Refine. And it's basically looking at like normal, like your easier postures in yoga and making sure that you're in the correct posture. So my yoga teacher, who taught me everything I pretty much know, is the one who's running this workshop. She's absolutely incredible. If you don't already follow her Instagram, go and have a look. It's KWC Yoga. Her name is Katrina. She is absolutely incredible. And I'm so looking forward to doing this because I have moved away from my childhood town a couple of years ago, and so I had to stop doing her lessons. I used to go religiously twice a week. I absolutely love them. In fact, I think I was going 4 times a week at one point, and seeing her 4 times a week. So I absolutely love her classes, and when this workshop came up, I was like, I have to do it, I have to go, I have to be there. Because it's a whole weekend, I was like, I can go and stay in Norfolk while I'm there. So I'm really, really, really excited to be doing this. So I'm gonna try and film as much as I can. I think I will show you guys what I'm gonna pack in a minute. When I pack my bag, I will show you guys what I would normally take with me on a yoga workshop and what I would take if you're planning on going to one. And then I'll see how much I can record within the classes. But if I can't record much within the classes anyway, I'll sort of do a little breakdown of what each class entailed, what it was like, what we learn, and that sort of thing. So you guys get a bit of an idea, especially if you've never been to a yoga workshop before, or if it's something you maybe want to start doing. At least you've got a bit of an idea of, like, from a yoga teacher, what is kind of like what you would do, what you would take, what it's like. Obviously every workshop is going to be different. But this is just kind of a bit of an idea. I feel like I really, really need this workshop, to be honest. I've not felt very well over the past few weeks, although I've been doing my 30-day yoga challenge along with everybody and sort of filming it and getting it up and everything. I do feel like I had a really bad chest infection at the start of the year, so it would be really nice to, yeah, kind of, this only the past couple of weeks I've really felt like I've got back into the swing of actually exercising and doing stuff. So I'm looking forward to being back into the, like, to do something where it's going to be really deep stretching, really work through my body. I think if you're new to yoga and you're a bit apprehensive about going to a yoga workshop, it's important to remember that everyone else who's there probably feels the exact same. Most of the time when you're going to a yoga workshop, there's going to be a lot of people that don't know each other, so you're not going to be like a complete fish out of water. Especially if it's been like advertised online, the chances are is that everyone's going to sort of be new. And one of the things I love most about the yoga community is that it's so welcoming. Everybody's always really lovely. I'm yet to meet someone who really practices yoga who's like made me feel uncomfortable or made me feel like I don't belong somewhere. So yeah, and if you do feel like that, then just leave. Like, you don't have to stay. But I have been doing yoga a long time and everybody is so lovely. Everybody's really welcoming, really nice. Everybody wants to be able to share and to learn through yoga. So it's such a lovely community. So don't ever feel worried about going to a yoga workshop or like stepping out of your comfort zone and going to different classes, because it's always gonna, I've always learned something new and I've always benefited from doing it. So as far as I'm aware, this workshop is 3 days long. Friday, Saturday and Sunday it's this evening, and then for about an hour and a half. So tonight's class is actually the shortest class. And then tomorrow, I think they run from 1 p.m. till 4 p.m, but I can't remember exactly. So it's going to be quite a lot of yoga in one weekend. I was really annoyed with myself because I really wanted to go to the gym this morning, but actually I think it's going to be so crazy this weekend. It's not the end of the world that I haven't gone this morning. I think I'm going to be doing a lot of stretching, and one thing that I find as well, when you're working on aligning postures, and I could be wrong about this, but when you're aligning postures and like working on holding and getting yourself into the right position, you end up holding the postures for longer. And so in some cases it's not too bad, like pigeon, for example, pigeon pose is, and like ones where your kind of gravity works with you to create the stretch, so like bound angle, forward fold, anything like that, I think they're not too bad to hold for a long period of time. There's something like warrior 1, 2 or 3. I mean 3 is going to be crazy to hold for a long period of time, but they are all quite difficult to hold for a while, and you will build strength through it. So I really don't know what to expect with this yoga workshop, but I might take my new ankle weights with me, and if I find it, like tonight, if I think, oh, it's a little bit on the easier side, I'll take my ankle weights with me, and then I can pop those on for Saturday and Sunday if I feel like I need a little bit more. So my makeup is done. I'm gonna leave my makeup bag here, ready to pack. I'm gonna get a few jobs done, and then I will be back. I'm gonna take you guys through what I'm gonna pack with me to go on this workshop. Okay, so please excuse the mess in here because I'm obviously midway through packing everything up ready to go, but basically the most important things when you're about to go on a yoga retreat or a yoga workshop, especially if it's a day one, if you're going abroad and you're staying overnight, obviously you're going to need to take overnight stuff. This is literally just what you would take if it's your first time going on like a day yoga workshop or retreat. This is what I take. I always think the first and most important thing is that what you are wearing is comfortable. So I'm going to be wearing this outfit. I've got long trousers, flowy long trousers. I'm going to take some fluffy socks with me because there will probably be some sort of shavasana at the end, and I would probably take something warm like a jumper. If you're not sure if there's going to be a shavasana or not, take a jumper and socks just in case, so you're not cold at the end, especially if you're living in a cold country or if it's like winter. If not, like if you know there's going to be a shavasana, maybe take cushions or a blanket, just so you know you're going to be really comfortable. I always say as well to wear like clothes that are going to be comfy, that you can move in, but are like they're designed for yoga, especially if you're like me and you've got like a bigger chest. It's important to make sure that you wear like a sports bra that's going to hold you in place, because you're not going to be standing the whole time. You're going to be folding forward, moving your body, moving your arms. And as a teacher, I cannot tell you how many times so many students or women will come to my yoga classes, they haven't supported themselves properly in their chest area, and then they're continually fiddling with it and their boobs nearly fall out, and and it's just really uncomfortable, and it doesn't help you in the class, because if you're doing things like half moon, for example, and you feel like you're unsupported or you're uncomfortable in what you're wearing, and this is the same with like midriff as well. I've had some people come to me and they're wearing like really, really tight clothes and they feel like their midriff is hanging out, and maybe they're really conscious of their tummy, so cover it. Like, don't have it on show. If you're self-conscious about something like that and you're worried about something like that, then have it covered. Wear a long sleeve top, wear something that's going to hold you in, but you're going to feel comfortable in. Because if you're in poses and you are constantly fiddling with your top, fiddling with your trousers because you're trying to hide something or keep it where it needs to be, that's not going to help you. It's going to really inhibit your practice. My little budgies are singing away in the other room, so you can probably hear them on this recording. So with regards to what I always take my yoga blocks, which are down in the bottom of this bag. I've got 2 yoga blocks in there. I've then got my yoga strap. I'm going to take a roller with me, but I'm not going to pack it in here, because if I do find this is going to be a really intense class, or it is harder than I think it's going to be, I can then roll like my calves out, I can roll my back out when I get home if I want to. I'm going to take my ankle weights, which, to be honest with you, definitely is not a necessity at all. I'm just putting them in here because I don't know how advanced this is going to be. I've heard from my teacher that it's probably going to be a slightly easier class, which is why I'm taking my ankle weights, so that if I feel like it's a little bit easy, it doesn't matter too much, because I can then stick those on and it automatically makes it just that little bit harder. So they're there just in case, but definitely if you're doing a workshop and you haven't been told to take something like that, don't worry about it. Obviously my yoga mat, that won't fit in my bag, but that will be coming with me, and it's a good grippy mat, so it will grip onto a hard surface. My hands will grip nicely onto it. That is my Lifeform mat. I would usually take my Yogi Bear one, which is, if you've watched some of my other videos, the one that's got all the leaves on it, and that's because it's really good for traveling, so it fits in this bag really, really well. But my Lifeform mat is new and I really want to work with it, try it, use it, and I think this is going to be a good opportunity to really get to grips with it and feel really comfortable with it. It's also the mat that I now teach with when I teach my classes, so I want to take that with me so that I can align and get comfortable and kind of feel confident with using that mat. I'm taking a hairbrush, and I always take a hairband with me. Sometimes I already have actually bobby pins in here, and other things like a spray. I don't tend to sweat all that much, to be honest, even when I do an intense workout, but I think it's always good to have a spray on you. I obviously have sanitary stuff, so just in case. I think if you're a woman and you're watching this, it's always worth having them in your bag, and lip stuff as well, because when I train and when I'm doing stuff where my mind is working a lot and I'm really concentrating, I'll often bite my lips if they're dry, so I always take a little lip salve with me, just to make sure that my lips stay moisturized, because if they go dry, I'll then start nibbling at them. And water is so important. Some teachers are a little bit stricter than others, especially if you're doing, for example, an Ashtanga. Some teachers are perfectly happy with you grabbing water and drinking throughout the class as much as you want. I'm one of those teachers. I'm always happy with people drinking during my class. I know that my teacher, who I'm going to this workshop, she always is. Some teachers are funny about it a little bit more, and they'll only let you have a drink when they say it's okay to have a drink. But always take water with you. The amount of times people come to my classes and they don't have water and then they regret it, especially as this class tonight is an hour and a half, and then I think the one on Saturday and Sunday are at least 2 hours. They might even be more than that. So water is really, really important. If you're doing a whole day's worth and they're not providing food, always take something to snack on. I will always have little granola bars and stuff in here just in case I need it. But to be honest, I won't be taking it this time because I don't think I need it. I think that's everything. I do have tissues in there as well, just in case when I've been to classes in the past and I've all of a sudden had a bit of a cold or my nose has started running, instead of running out of the class and missing it, I can just grab a tissue out of my bag. So it's just little things like that. I don't think there is anything else you need, but I definitely think the most important things, the bare minimum to take and to have, is comfy clothes that you feel comfortable in and are gonna hold you in, and you feel like you can move comfortably and your body feels happy, comfortable, and you feel confident in it as well. That's really important. Something warm unless it's the summer or you're in a hot country, so like fluffy socks and a jumper in case you go into a shavasana. Mats, obviously really important. Some places will provide mats, but in my experience, if you're someone who's used to or has a really good quality mat, take it instead, because often when mats are provided, they tend not to be the best quality. I find they tend to be cheaper, they don't grip as nicely. So especially if you're doing a really intense workshop, take your own yoga mat if you've got a good quality one, because it's what you know, it works well with you. And yeah, I also think from a cleanliness point of view as well, you should clean your mat after every use, but how do you know if that club or that gym or wherever the workshop is being held, how do you know that they are spritzing every single one down and wiping it at the end? And there could have been like hundreds of people that have used that mat. So that's why I like to take my own. And water is always important. Yeah, so I'm gonna get on, I'm gonna pack the rest of my stuff up, get in the car and go. I'm gonna pack Oakley up as well because he's coming with me. And yeah, I guess I will update you guys as I go along, probably tonight or when I get there, I don't know. But yeah, see you later. So I'm just recording this before I go to bed, and I'm whispering because everyone else is asleep. And yeah, so I'm just going to record this before I go to sleep. The class was amazing. I couldn't really record much while I was there because it was so busy. It was really, like, the ambience was really nice. Yeah, it was like really dark, and yeah, it was like really lovely in there, and I kind of tried to record a little bit but I couldn't. It was such an amazing class. We did like a bit of a vinyasa style class in this one, and then I think the next 2 days are going to be more based on like actual poses. And yeah, so we did so much. I learnt so much. So I really enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. So I did the class and got in the hot tub here, and now I'm all snuggled up ready for bed. But yeah, it was such a good class. I think tomorrow I'll do more of an update on the class and everything, but it was just, yeah, it was so good. I loved it so much. And yeah, I'm gonna go to bed and I'll see you tomorrow. So I am now on my way to day 2. I thought I would give you guys a little update on everything, have a bit of a catch up. Today is going to be 3.5 hours long, which I think it's going to be quite a difficult day today, but I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. Yesterday's class was so lovely. It was like a vinyasa class. Today is going to be more of like focusing on specific poses, I think. So it's probably going to be a little bit easier than yesterday, but it is 3.5 hours long. So although it might be easier, it's going to be a lot of brain work going in. We did so many really amazing things, like things I'd almost forgotten about when we were warming up. I learned so much yesterday. Like we did cat-cow spines in those different positions, so like with your hands on your elbows up over your head and then doing cat-cows there. We were doing cat-cows from a half split and pyramids, things that I haven't done in a really long time and like forgot that they were exercises. So that was really nice. It makes me realise when I go to this stuff how much there is in yoga that you can do. Like it is just endless and so vast, and this is just the asana. This class is just the physical asana side. We did end with some pranayama, which is breathing exercises. We did Nadi Shodhana, which was so lovely to finish a class with. I think that's the first time I've been to an asana class and they've actually done a set chunk of time and put time aside to do a specific pranayama practice. So I really enjoyed that. I'm nearly there and I'm so excited to be there. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to today. I've had a massive breakfast and a massive lunch because I was like, I'm going to do 3.5 hours. I need loads and loads of food in my tummy to keep me going. I've got a whole litre of water plus another water bottle because I drink so much when I'm doing yoga. So yeah, for 3.5 hours, I think I'm going to get through a lot of liquid and I'm going to burn a lot of energy in my mind and in my body as well. Yeah, I'll keep you all updated and hopefully I can take you guys along with me in this class a little bit, but I don't know for sure. If not, I will tell you all about it at the end. My camera quality is shocking. It's such bad weather and it's really dark now. That was the most intense 3 hours of my life. It was amazing. I thought this was going to be easy. This is not easy. The first half of this workshop, we did we looked at down dogs, and like getting into the correct positioning. We looked at doing warrior and triangle and extended side angle, which was like, my legs were on fire by the end of it. Then we had a little break and had a coffee, which was really lovely, and then we went back in, and the second half honestly was so difficult. We did sun salutations, but we broke them down so that they were like glacially slow. And that was really good because I teach sun salutations in pretty much all of my classes, so it's really nice to be able to have a breakdown of like the cues and everything. I'm gonna start driving because this place is gonna close soon and I don't want to be locked in. So that was pretty insane. And then So we did our sun salutations. After we did the sun salutations, we then did learning how to like step the leg through. This is all stuff that I already know as a teacher, but I cannot tell you how good it is to go back to basics, back to the beginning, and slow everything down and learn it all really slowly and use your muscles and think about what muscles that you use. Not only that, but there was things like I realized when I was doing chaturanga, as I was learning, that I have actually been doing it incorrectly. Like myself, I've been teaching it right, but my form isn't right. So that was really amazing to kind of have that there. Otherwise I would have carried on with those bad habits. I think when you don't go to classes and you're taught regularly, which at the moment I haven't been for about a year and a half, these bad habits set in so easily because you don't have somebody like picking you up going, okay, your form is wrong, or this is wrong, we need to change this. We learned how to do the stepping through, which was just like, the work was so, like we worked on strengthening hip flexors, and my hip flexors are pretty strong, but there's a lot that I need to do. I learned so many drills, like chaturanga from your knees but getting your shoulders in the right place. That was brutal. Jumping up when you're coming up into your from your down dog when you finish the sun salutation, that was really good. My favorite drill that we did was to strengthen through the hip flexors and to get to your knee into the right place when you step it through. Being in a tabletop and bringing your knee up in towards you, and then hugging the knee in with your opposite arm, and then letting go and keeping the knee there. I'm 100% gonna do a video for you guys at some point that like breaks down some of my highlights of this, because I feel like I've learned so much. This whole thing has been so humbling for me because I feel like I've learned loads, but I am absolutely exhausted now. So I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna get in the hot tub, and yeah, because my hips feel like they have been stretched and strengthened so much. My shoulders are like screaming from all of the work that I did. So yeah, I'm gonna go, and I'm sorry the camera quality is so bad, and yeah, I will catch up with you guys ready for tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to doing a bit more on tomorrow's work. When I got into bed and I looked at my knees, look how bruised they are from things like some of the drills and the lunges. Like, I worked hard today. I cannot believe how bruised my knees are. Today is my last day of doing this yoga workshop. I'm gonna do this super quickly because I'm now here, and I'll update you on when I'm done. Hi everyone, I am back after that weekend workshop. I'm gonna roll my legs and everything out because honestly, after that workshop, my body is in like tatters after that. So before I go on to film everything that I want to film today for you all, let's go over the weekend. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's have a debrief because wow. Yeah, I think I caught you guys up to the last day, which actually I think was my favorite day. The second day was the hardest by far. And the last day was probably where I learned more than anything else. The whole thing was incredible. And to be honest with you, I think it humbled me a little bit, because when I signed up for it, my teacher was like, I don't know if you're going to find it a little bit easy, so just see how you feel. that was so hard. Like, it was really challenging. And I think it's good to go back to basics just so that you have an idea. Like, you always have an idea of what's going on. The reason I booked that workshop in was because I wanted to kind of listen to what people who are new to yoga, what they would the questions they would ask, and how they felt in poses and things, because it's always good to kind of listen and then to hear from a different perspective of how they teach poses and how they deal with it. So even though it was all stuff I kind of already knew, it was still like I knew I'd gain a lot of knowledge from it, but I don't think I realized how much it really would benefit me. So it was amazing. Yesterday was my favorite class. We worked all the way up the body, doing these tiny little strengthening movements, like even in the feet, then is the calves, all the way up of different drills that you can do. The foot one was my favorite. They got you to spread your toes, place them down one at a time, which I get people to do anyway, but then to kind of scrunch your toes and like create arches in the feet, like it strengthens the arches in the feet. That was awesome. The highlight by far of the whole thing was the meditation on the last day. The meditation on the last day was absolutely on another level. It was, so my teacher had these huge quartz singing bowls, and I've never had like a sound bath before. I've heard they're amazing, but oh my goodness, I can't even describe it. It was amazing. It was absolutely incredible. Like, I was laying there, and sometimes in Shavasana, especially when I'm in a class doing Shavasana, I really struggle to keep my brain focused and to think about nothing and to basically meditate. And as soon as she hit this bowl and then the vibration, my mind was like centered, and it never moved away from that. It was amazing. It like, the vibrations went like through my head. My ears felt like they were ringing with this beautiful sound. I even had a bit of a headache, but not in a bad way. Like, it was just so intense, but so good. I think I'm gonna buy myself a singing bowl at some point, because oh my God, I need that in my life. It was amazing. And if you guys ever get the chance to go to a sound bath, try it, because if it was half the experience I had, it will be totally worth it. The whole workshop was so much more than I expected it to be. I thought I was going to breeze through it. I thought I might have times where I was bored. I thought maybe I'd find it really easy because it was all very easy stuff, but I couldn't have been more wrong. It was amazing. If you guys are not already following KWC on Instagram, go and follow her account. Katrina is an incredible teacher. Everything I know, I kind of learned through her. And yeah, I'm going to be doing hopefully some more workshops. If you guys get the opportunity to go to a retreat, go on a workshop, do it 100%. Even if you feel like it might be too easy for you, because you will always learn something. If there's a teacher teaching something, you're always going to learn something new. So yeah, I'm now going to get ready to film a couple of videos for you guys. And I really hope you enjoyed this little episode. I really hope you enjoyed coming along with me on the weekend. And I can't wait to see you again. I guess I'll see you when I record these next ones. See you later. Bye.